Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you're watching us from. And oh boy, we got out of that explosion just in time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. All safe and sound.
All safe and sound. And yeah, look at this. It looks so much nicer, I think.
Everything's so crisp and clean and pretty.
Yeah. Um, we've got water in front of us. You know, I gotta drink that.
Gotta drink our Digi water.
That's it. You gotta drink your Digi water. So says Digimon World Next Order. We've got these fancy new screens behind us, and well, because this will also be the set that we're using now going forward. We have new Digivices.
Yeah.
To represent the shows that we're going to be covering from today. So, at time of as this is going out live, it is currently Wednesday, the 7th of January. February. Ah, I'm sorry. I'm too excited. It's Wednesday, the 7th of February. From tonight, when we go live again, we are going to be watching episodes 1 and 2 of Digimon Frontier.
Yay.
And then on
which device is Frontier?
My one.
Your one, right.
Yours is the device for the show we're going to be watching starting Sunday, February 11th.
Okay.
Digimon Savers.
Yay, you got it right.
Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, just everything new, everything refreshed. There was new music at the top of the show, there was a new intro, there was new everything.
Everything. We got these fancy screens that fold down.
Yeah, and I finally changed the Twitter thing above my head. It's now for our Blue Sky account.
Yay!
So go follow us on Blue Sky. If you're there. If you're not already on Blue Sky and you're a friend of the channel, let me know. I'll hook you up with a code.
Same.
Yeah. Then
I have about 10 codes at this stage between my profiles.
Same. Yeah, I think it stops you at 5.
Yeah.
And then it'll just give you new codes as you dish them out. So but here we are with Digimon Seekers 4-8, our 51st venture. Also very nice that our 51st venture is the new set.
Yeah.
The old set finished up on episode 50 of our Seekers recording. So
it's a pity this won't go to 100.
No. Well, I don't know. With how it kind of feels like we're speed running the ending now.
Yeah.
That I wish
cool
this was longer.
But I mean, the story itself, there's no way it could go to 100.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be fun if we had another 100 episodes of it.
If it ever went longer than that, I think I would curse not having it just be part of the mainline show continuity. Like it probably, like, these were meant to be mini-sodes. These were meant to be 20-minute sort of this is what happened, these were our thoughts on it, you know, little bit of chatter and see what happens next week. For as long as these recordings have gone, they probably should have just been part of the mainline show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they really probably should have. But
is there one that has gone to 2 hours?
Of this?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. See. So for those of you who aren't returning, I am, of course, your gogglehead in charge, AJ, joined along by the very pink Miss Megmon.
Hello.
And yeah, so let me take a look here.
I would love to show off my new outfit to everyone.
Yeah. You gave yourself a lot. You have a Lotmon on your top there. So me. Why don't you Why don't you?
No, that one.
Why don't you stand up on the chair there and show everyone your
Here
cute little Lotmon.
Look at my Lotmon jumper, I'm so cute.
And if you do a jump, there's your
my sweet leggings.
Yeah.
My cute little skirt.
Cute little skirt. All right, now come on, sit your butt down. So
a little bit more.
A little bit more, just so Lotmon's ear is peeking over the.
So you peek it out.
Yeah. There are currently 3 Lotmon on screen.
Yes.
That might be 3 too many.
No. You have 2 Wormmon. You could have put Wormmon on your shirt, but you didn't.
No, I didn't, because you know, he Lotmon. Sorry, Wormmon knows I love him, and I don't need to compensate for that.
Getting pretty.
Are you sure?
I just want an army of Lotmon. Very secretly, there'll be more just piling up behind me, like triples.
But there is I do think there is a nice air to this show, to this presentation today. So, yeah, new Digivices. So I have the Digivice for Digimon Frontier, and you have the Digivice for Digimon Sabers. I went with the black Digimon Frontier Digivice rather than like the red protagonist one, because, well, the black one goes better with my new outfit. I don't like the green one, and it's ice blue body.
I like it, but I think it would clash with your outfit.
Yeah, but it is also this little... It also does function as a kind of a reference to Ken, because Ken had the black D3 Digivice, and was Wormmon's partner in 02, so it's a little wink and a nod to that as well, which I think works really well.
Yeah. I chose the pink one because I wear pink. It's not that deep.
No. No, you are the definition of the curtains were blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you are the definition of the curtains were blue. But cracking into 4-8 of Digimon Seekers.
You never checked if any of the minis.
You're right.
We did that first. I'm just curious.
Let's see. Where are my playlists? Podcast Mini, which should probably just be renamed to Digimon Seekers Reviews, but like even episode 1 was an hour and 20.
That makes sense for a first episode because it would have an introduction to the whole series as well.
2 was an hour 11, 3 was an hour 8, 4 was an hour and a half, 5 was an hour and a half, 6 was 50 minutes.
Right, so that's the shortest so far.
6 was an hour and 4, 7 was an hour. Sorry, 7 was an hour and an hour and 4.
We don't need to go through 50.
Okay, they're all over an hour. Some are an hour and a half.
Oh, we got 45 minutes. That's the shortest.
An hour and 7, 3, 58 minutes.
No, 45 still shortest.
Yeah. An hour and a half, an hour and 50, an hour and a half, an hour and 20, 45 on the button.
Yeah.
48.
Just went off. Oh no, 47. No, we have 45. Just none of them go above
47.
An hour and a half, do they?
Basically an hour and 15, basically.
40.
40 minutes. 55 minutes. Then
34.
An hour and a half, 40 minutes, 44, 39, 54, 49, an hour 40, an hour and 1, 45, 44, an hour and 11, 34 minutes.
34
wow,
minutes
really nothing happened on
3-12.
3-12. Well, that was our epilogue thing, wasn't it? Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the stupid epilogue.
The stupid ass wife. But still, it's a mini, so it's 34.
An hour 50, 47 minutes, 54 minutes, an hour and 5, an hour and 10, 12, 34. Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
So our shortest episode...
We've never gone above 2 hours.
No.
We've gone close with hour 50.
Yeah, we've been nearly there once or twice. But the miniest of minisodes has been 34 minutes.
Yeah, and that one not really being a chapter.
Yeah. Doesn't really count.
Yeah, so beyond that it was 40.
Yeah.
40 minutes. And a couple of seconds.
Yeah. Where 4-1 was nearly 2 hours. And that was really because it was a whole new chapter. There was a trailer to watch. There was
complaints to be made about the last one not being a chapter.
Yeah. So last week ended with Lugumon sniffing a thing that came to life.
Lugumon sniffing balls.
And then the power went out and he couldn't move or whatever.
He got stunned by the 3 interfaces.
Yeah.
And
this episode opens up with Ryu Senji being all, "Hey, I'm the villain, bitch."
Yeah.
Called it.
So yeah, it really properly it ends with Ryu Senji saying,
"Good morning, friends."
Good morning, friends. Yeah. And then in this one, that doesn't happen for a second.
Yeah.
Or he repeats himself. I don't know.
It could be. It could also be that he repeats himself, but yeah, this episode or chapter, like it starts off with like there's no sight, there's no sound, like there's absolutely nothing.
And we have to remember they're just in a big white room of nothing.
Yeah, with Stonehenge
around it. Yeah.
Yeah. Towering above them.
I love that AG thinks that it's inverted. Like the stones have moved, and then he realizes, oh no, wait, I'm lying on the ground.
Yeah.
That reminded me of.
He's a bit of an idiot.
Here's a story for you.
Oh.
I was living in a house where I had a bed with like no headboard or anything, and the bed was up against the window, so I was always used to the window behind my head.
Right.
And one morning I woke up really, really early, and my head was against a wall. So I panicked, and because I was still half asleep, I thought I was trapped in a box. But it turns out I had fallen asleep sideways in my bed, and I thought I was trapped in a box. So I was like, "Where's the window?" And they were reaching for see if I was where the rest of the box was, and then I realized, oh wait,
you silly Billy.
I'm the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side of the bed.
Oh, you silly Billy.
So that's what that reminded me of. You think somebody's like, why did everything move? Oh wait, I did.
So Lugumon can't move, he's flat on the ground, and Ryudamon is laid out, but nothing new there.
Yeah.
But Dorumon is also laid out, and
Kosuke and Yulin's hololized forms
are also laid out. The system shut down, knocked everyone unconscious by the sounds of it. So then the interfaces on each of the prototype Digimon are dimming.
Yeah, they kind of like switch off and then come back on.
Yeah. And so yeah, with the interfaces go out, but when they come back on, it's like they're rebooting, and there's a lot of code that doesn't make sense. And Kosuke is all like, "What's going on?" And he keeps trying to restart his monitor, but it keeps crashing and just giving him error messages and error messages. And the source code decryption process that he had started had been cancelled. And then we hear, "Good morning, friends." The voice was gentle, familiar, like it was greeting them after a long day's work. But then why wait a minute, Professor Ryu Senji! It looked like his silhouette, but he stood with his back to his pupils. "I'll take it from here," the professor responded. And from there, it all goes to hell.
Yeah. They're all half knocked out.
Yeah.
Digimon are stuck, can't do anything. It turns out
he's able to restrain the Digimon, because it turns out he implanted
restraints inside them.
Yeah.
When
he had captured them.
Yeah, so his whole team at DDL had actually captured these 3.
Yeah.
And he compares it to when people have surgery and they don't realize there's something left inside them.
Yeah.
And so he disguised it as a research tool.
Yeah, within the Digimon linker, which has been the vital statuses on the bracelet haven't been for AG's benefit or anybody else's. They've been feeding information directly back to Ryu Senji. And Ryu Senji has this line where he's like, "Oh no, I told you to raise them. You didn't think I was giving them to you." So that's the he appears and is immediately evil.
Yeah, he just
there's
has
no
his back
descent
to him.
into madness. Yeah. There's just
there's no pretending to be super friendly. He's just like, right, I'm taking over now, and
yeah,
you can all go to hell.
Basically. So he starts trying, he starts using the prototype Digimon, and like everyone's trying to get through to him and find out why. And Yulin's like, I've got a sneaking suspicion about something, but I don't know if I should say it. And he's like, and Ryusenji's like, oh, I think you might be closer than you think, grinning at the prospect of Yulin coming to a realization.
Yeah, so basically, well, we'll get to that in a second, because right, so he's hacking into the source domain or whatever now,
Yeah.
and searching for what he was looking for. But then he said, I have no interest in finding that black Agumon.
Yeah, because Eiji's trying to get through to him. He's like, well, hell, wait a minute. Kosuke has just said, hey, what's going on? We're meant to be on the same side here. What are you doing? And Eiji's like, could you tell me what's happening? And Ryusenji's like, it's before your time, but I'm really impressed with what you've done. So go on.
I like you. I'll tell you my evil plan.
Yeah. But apparently he has no interest in finding the Black Agumon, which is what twigs Yulin about something which twigs Yulin for the bombshell drop of this chapter.
Yeah. And he's just basically going on about how, you know, he invested so much time and effort into Yulin and Kosuke that they trusted him completely.
Yeah.
And now what's happened is he's calling in a favor.
Yeah.
He's like, see, this is the paying me back for all I've given you.
Yeah, for for the full and enriched lives I've allowed you to have.
Yeah.
Because he covered for them.
Yeah. And he, you know, they wouldn't be where they are now without him.
No.
In general. Like, he gave them their first research job. He gave them their, you know, he was their college professor. He was their boss. He's controlled their whole lives, basically.
He even brings up, like, that he promised Saya he'd look after Kosuke even if he dropped out of school and all of this stuff. And he kept his word, but now he's cashing in his favors.
Yeah. And he's just so cold. Like, he's normally such a little cute little dork, and now it's just like Professor Oak turned into fucking Giovanni or something.
Yeah. So, hacking into the source code, Professor Ryusenji is able to bring Pulsemon into the source domain area.
And the Black Agumon.
Yeah. And then he brings in the Black Agumon and says, as I surmised, even if the mind linker has long since perished, the Digimon is unaffected. And this is the bombshell of the episode. Saya has been dead the whole time.
Yeah.
The video feeds that Kosuke has seen, all of that, it's all been faked.
It's all fake, yeah. From what we can tell, like, because we're always talking about how she never ages and stuff like that, and you know, we were coming up with valid reasons for why that might be in a fictional world.
Yeah.
No, it's purely because it's just a video on a loop.
Yeah.
Essentially.
They probably just tinker with the overlays every now and then to change dates and outputs.
He's streaming a recorded video.
Yeah.
But yeah, so even the way he says that, like you're saying, Yulin has a hunch, and she says it out loud that I have a hunch, and he's like, your hunch might be correct, and grins at her. Like, he has no emotion at the fact that his daughter is dead.
Yeah.
And her fiance and best friend are just finding out about it. He's just like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Good job.
Like, there's not really a whole lot else to this. Like, Lugumon kind of starts getting back the last of his memories. Like, he remembers the lab employees kidnapping him. And it's noted that these restraint tools were implemented in case the Digimon went berserk over the course of their experiments.
Yeah.
And like there's even a reference back to Hellugramon and
Ryusenji kind of says it like, because because the AG probably thinks he doesn't know about that, which he knows that the linker or whatever sends him whatever information. Or it gives him information when he brings it in or whatever.
No, I don't think he thinks Ryusenji doesn't know.
But the way Ryusenji says it is like, you thought I wouldn't find out about that, huh?
Well, I think it's more of this was all according to Keikaku. Like, let me try and find the line here.
Further down, I think.
Do you know what? Control F. Lugar.
There you go.
So he says, so yeah, the Digimon linker is full of spyware. The constant health monitoring and logging of Lugamon's progress wasn't just for AG's benefit. It was getting beamed back to DDL.
See, we knew that.
Yeah.
Because he always, like, he monitors that.
Like, there was incentives monetarily for AG to get Lugamon to a certain evolutionary level.
Yeah, now I know he was coming back in and maybe he thought that the information was getting taken then or something. Like if he hands over the linker and Ryusenji scans it and...
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
Something to that effect, but either way, he knew that his data was being used for research purposes at the very least. But,
you know, but he says, I can forcibly take control of the Digimon if need be. Even if you're mind-linked. Research requires safeguards, wouldn't you agree? For example, if a valuable prototype were to, say, go berserk and turn into Hell Lugarmon, that would be rather unfortunate, wouldn't it, AG? And it's more of a... I think it's more of a, you nearly ruined my tools.
Maybe.
You nearly damaged my valuable equipment.
Maybe, yeah. I was gonna say, Lugermon...
That or he had a hand in it.
Lugermon devolved as well, didn't he?
Yeah, after that, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he evolved? Think he has that power?
Well, that's what I was about to get to. Because the next line that he says is, what you consider your Digimon are my tools, and I manage them as I see fit. Do I make myself clear? And that leads me to think, so this is what I was just about to say, or I was in the middle of saying, before you trampled all over my words. Was that he either had a hand in accelerating that, or he's the one who shut Lugamon down because of the evolution to Hell Lugarmon. He was probably able to access something within those tools to shut it off.
I feel like I need to go back and read that chapter now as well to see if it was like a sudden, like, oh shit, how did that happen?
Yeah, well, Lugarmon doesn't have any. Lugamon didn't have any memory of it.
But AG does.
Yeah, no, but I finish. So it may be something akin to like a system restore.
Yeah.
Where like he's just restarting from the last restore point.
The last save point, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so like there seems to be a lot more like going on that just like none of them were aware of. Now look, I've been calling like Ryusenji suspicious since 1-1.
Yeah, like you said straight away that he was Tartarus. Which he technically is.
Yeah, which he technically is.
Project Tartarus is his baby.
Yeah.
Whether Kosuke thinks it or not.
Kosuke might have inherited the name, but Ryusenji's in charge of the operation.
He's been in charge of everything since the beginning.
Yeah, he's been like puppeteering it all. So I was right. There was a few extra steps to get there, but I was technically correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I do feel like it's a bit sudden. Like I do feel like we're playing on fast forward now to get to the ending.
Yeah.
Like we did with Survive on Sunday. You know, like because it like he did just like we never got anything from Ryusenji over the course of the story. Like there were parts that I thought were a bit, oh, that's weird. And you didn't see anything off about it.
Like there were some parts, you know, you just think he works in a classified lab, so he doesn't talk about this because it's classified, because AG doesn't have clearance for this and that. So you can explain away some of his suspiciousness.
Yeah. His eccentricities.
But yeah.
But I do still feel that
I didn't think he was this guy.
No. Like but that's it. Like I figured if Okay. So like my thought process on it initially was I didn't see this coming. And to that I kind of applaud the story. But it also does feel a bit rushed. Because while I didn't see this coming, I thought maybe if Ryusenji does turn into like the villain of the story, it would be more of a misguided, oh god, what have I done kind of thing. But the trailer would have led us to believe that was what happened to Kosuke. Like something happens and he goes berserk and Dorumon becomes Dex Dorugoromon. But I just didn't expect,
that next part now is what's confusing me.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Well, I think it's the same thing. Sai is dead, and she's been dead this whole time. Kosuke's 20 years of like research and everything else has been for nothing.
So is his anger and Doraemon's anger going to overwrite anything Ryusenji's done, and Ryusenji's not going to be able to
control it,
control it, even with all his restraints, and he can control Hellugermon.
Yeah, the only thing is I can't Ryusenji,
unless he didn't control Hellugermon.
Ryusenji won't go DMIA, or
he's not technically here.
Well, that's what I was getting to.
Yeah,
like he's not like. I'm sorry, I'm trying to put my thought process in. I'm trying to make myself clear. So I don't ramble. I'm trying to make concise what I say. So I still think it's that because that we kind of called that a week or two ago. Saya's been dead the whole time, and that's what sets him off. Or we said, because you had that theory of the serum stuff, the doesn't work on the Black Agumon because it's been so long. Saya has probably deteriorated, and I feel like they're gonna go there. I actually think he might have been onto something there with how this chapter went. But I think it's the thing of the long since perished. So she's been dead, say, 15 years out of these 20. And he's known the whole time and strung Yulin and Kosuke along. Like
especially Kosuke.
Yeah, strung them along like with basically with dog treats. He
even says something like that to Kosuke. Your life's work was basically a waste or something.
Well, that's what I was referencing. Yeah, so he tells Kosuke, and I think that's where Kosuke's going to go off the deep end, because that level of anger, that level of betrayal, that level of upset is going to override Ryusenji's restraints, because I think Ryusenji's safeguards won't mean anything because this is Digimon, and it's the bond between the human and the partner that's going to override everything else.
And it might even be a bit stronger because they're in the digital world now.
Well, possibly. I mean, I've never seen a dark evolution happen. No, that's wrong. I have seen a dark evolution happen in the real world. So
But I mean, maybe the human tools won't be as. Maybe the Digimon.
I think it's just going to be a case of Ryusenji's tools were ineffective. I don't think they're going to try and power level it. It's just going to be.
They didn't take
they tools... couldn't take something like this into account. Yeah,
the tools are not strong enough.
And I think looking at it, I think this is why Hellugermon still gets a mention, because that's a that is a like. Not a red herring or a Chekhov's gun thing, but that is that's foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Like, this happened once, it can happen again.
Yeah.
But Ryusenji isn't going to suffer for this. The problem, like, it's still going to boil down to Leon and Eiji versus Kosuke.
Yeah.
Because as you said, Ryusenji's not even here. He's a hologram being projected by the 3 vital bracelets. So I think we were right in how we thought this was going to go, but I was not ready for the level of just like, oh, that's just stone cold. I wasn't ready for how stone cold it was going to go.
Yeah.
Because Ryusenji, there was no build up to him being this psychotic.
No.
Other than him being old man in an anime in an anime franchise.
Yeah, like we always knew he loved Digimon or the digital world, cared about it more than anyone, but now it's really like he wants to own it. As opposed to protect it, he wants to be in charge of it.
because that'll keep his funding coming in, and it's going to be one of these things where like greed got the better of him, like he's thrown his own daughter away
or
for
even
this
then,
research.
even like it might still be that caring, but it's twisted into I'm the only one who can do it.
Well, yeah,
like it might not have anything to do with the money or anything. It's just it's the power.
Yeah.
Of it has twisted. I'm the only one who can do it.
And he almost says as much. Like, yeah, there's a line he says, oh, where is it?
Is it about the decrypting the?
No,
He should be the one to do it.
Yeah,
that's further down.
There was a line where he basically says what you're thinking. Oh, yeah. Who better than Tomonori Ryusenji, foremost expert on the digital world, to take the next great leap into the field? So he's gotten so used to being at the forefront of all this change that this is sort of like, I think it's a mix of everything. I'm the only one who can do it. The wealth, the government funding keeps the lab going, keeps his research going. And if he's the foremost authority in all of this, in theory, he can control the governments, the code crackers, the digi police, everything,
and the digital world itself.
Yeah, because he'll get to decide who can do what. So I think there's an amalgamation there of like just based on like our thought processes on that. I think it's all. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. But yeah, it's
pretty much
like that is the bulk of the chapter, because a lot of it is just the professor tapped on a screen and Dorumon's interface, code ran from it, and his, and
Lugumon, and like they're angry, but they're like,
but they can't do anything because
like, this is not looking too good. I think Lugumon says something like that.
Yeah.
Him and AJ are on the floor, and he's like, it's not looking too great or something.
Oh yeah, like literally there, like when
the
voice comes out, a voice comes out saying accessing source domain code, and it's flat, effectless, cold, and robotic. And AG calls out for Lugumon, and Lugumon's like, it's not looking good.
Played feebly. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we kind of get the bombshell of like, oh, Saya's been dead the whole time. And so I'm very curious, like obviously we needed the prototype Digimon to get into the source domain.
Yeah.
But Ryusenji went looking for Pulsemon. And Ryusenji is also the one that gave Pulsemon to Leon in the form of one of the old linkers. Never mind the current Vital Bracelet style linker, like that came later. But like I think so. I'm very curious, like what.
That's why he kept Leon close, probably for the research.
Yeah. No, of course. Yeah, no, of course. But
like, it's not now because he saw potential in him or whatever. He saw. What's the word?
What?
Your golden egg. What's that? It's potential, but for monetary gain, or for selfish gain. Not that he wanted to encourage his potential for himself.
No, he was
What is that phrase?
But so like the
golden goose.
Well, yeah, I get what you were trying to say.
I can't remember the phrase. Yeah.
So yeah, so we like, why Pulsemon? The Black Agumon is just there for Ryusenji's ego at this point. He didn't have to bring it forward, but everybody's been shouting at him about the Black Agumon for the last 5 minutes.
I think the reason he brought it forward is, like, I think her body died a long time ago. I don't think he knows anything about her consciousness until this moment. Because he kind of goes, oh yeah, I thought so. And it's basically what I said she's probably because he has the domain, like he has the code
Oh
in front
yeah,
of
he
him,
has
so
a big,
he'd
like,
be able to
the
see
big
if
index and the knowledge tree, effectively.
yeah, so he'd be able to see if her coding was in there probably.
Yeah, or her signal, or
yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's what it is, and maybe with Pulsemon there, he can see Leona's still in there and she's not in there.
Yeah.
So he kind of goes, oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Hmm.
But I'd say her body died off years ago.
Yeah. Where is it? Is it just buried in some no-name grave in America?
Probably.
Oh God, Ryusenji.
So who's the body
in the tank?
No, in the lab.
Oh,
Leon said something about a body in a lab.
oh yeah.
Unless it was just someone else who got DMIA.
Could be. But yeah, like, do you know? But also, what I don't want from this.
Mm.
It is very rare that Digimon gets an evil human. Like, very rare. That, like, there is a human that's evil. Just the human's a piece of garbage. Like, Ken was possessed by the dark spores. Oikawa was possessed by Vamdemon. You know, like, it does happen, but it's very rarely.
What's his name in Tamers? The evil, or was he just
Yamaki?
Yeah.
No, he was just a government shill.
Yeah.
Well,
to be fair, he strangled a child.
Government shill.
Yeah.
Horrible human being. Government shill.
Please don't break that.
But
evil human beings.
Yeah. I just don't want it to turn out that, like, the voice of Vamdemon called out to him years ago and got into his head. You know, he's been possessed by a daemon this whole time, or I don't want that. If Ryusenji is just going to flip the switch this episode and just be a garbage monster, just let him be a garbage monster, and then have him go. And then when he loses everything, let him have his mental breakdown and be arrested by Yulin and police and whatever.
Well, but this is meant to be more real, isn't it? This series.
Yeah, but it is also.
Haven't they said something like that? It's more grounded and real. Or am I thinking of something else?
I know. But it wouldn't surprise me either way.
Yeah. Who is his partner?
Betamon.
What does Betamon turn into?
Seadramon.
Anything else?
No.
No. Okay.
The Seadramon line. Like, it does no, but I can't imagine. No, I think he's just. I think Betamon is just. It looks cute.
Yeah.
You know, you can show it off to investors and be like, they all look like this, as opposed to showing them fucking, Waru Monzaimon or something and going, oh yeah, we want to capture these things.
Yeah.
Then again, if they're all Mugen Draymons, governments will go, ooh, guns, yes.
Yeah, that's what you show that to. But then when you want like other investors from regular kind of companies, you show them the cute one.
Yeah. We can turn them into children's pets.
What the Dad and Gremlins wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. And
man's new best friend.
In a sense.
Excuse me?
In a sense, they did turn them into children's pets.
They did.
And there's a whole meta commentary there, probably.
Yeah.
Digimon Seekers is the origin story of the V-Pet, confirmed.
Yeah, this will actually happen. This is actually a history book.
But yeah. Could you imagine? Yeah, this franchise I've grown up with for the better part of double digits amount of years. Oh yeah, no, this all happened. Nation X actually did have a Mugen Draymon, and some hackers went in and took it out. That's hilarious. But I don't really have anything else on this because
scroll down to the bottom there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was like. What is Pulsemon's deal for this? Like, you mentioned the way he brought Pulsemon and Black Agumon forward. maybe it was just to test a theory on whether Saya's consciousness is still there at
Mm.
all. Or maybe it is just to mess with Kosuke and Yula and be like, oh yeah, look, she's dead the whole time. This is my proof.
Look at that cat grin on his face.
Oh yeah, he's got this real good Cheshire Cat grin on him.
But I think, like, if he can bring Leon back, and Leon's always been useful to him,
yeah,
he's just gonna want his tool back.
Yeah, and I feel, and here's I've been thinking about that. I think the serum thing works, but it was only ever meant for Leon. Because they're in the source domain, he can have Leon eliminate all the code crackers in one fell swoop. Yulin's there. All he has to do is say Crossroads Witch, and Leon will go, well, you're a disgrace as a member of the Digipolice, etc.
Yeah.
And I think the goal here is probably to get Leon on side.
Maybe, yeah.
Fuck
me, Leon.
They
attacked me.
Yeah.
Professor Ashley Ryusenji.
Oh. They killed my daughter.
Oh. Can you imagine?
Like, it's
I don't think it's gonna go that way, but
no. But I'm going for the most evil ideas, just based on all of this, because the story started this. The story went, oh yeah, we're not gonna have any sort of pretense here, or him pretending to be your friends and then say something that makes everyone go, hey, wait a minute, we're just gonna have him turn up and cause chaos.
Yeah, he is not the same person he was when we left him last time.
No, and that was all the way back in...
It was when Yulin saw Leon's body, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think Eiji saw him since then either.
There's also something very funny. Well, not funny, but it could be very bleak, and maybe my idea of Ryusenji trying to sick Leon on the trio here isn't too far-fetched. When Leon went DMIA, Ryusenji made a very big deal about putting his Digivice back on him. So that could lead to something. Like, at the time we thought it was just like that thing in Yu-Gi-Oh when Joey dies to the Winged Dragon of Ra, and they strap the dual disc on him as a come on champ, you can do it.
Maybe it's he just wants to gather the data when he wakes up, see what happens to a DMIA person.
Well,
that when their consciousness comes back.
It's that.
Yeah.
But if the linker is strapped to Leon's wrist when Ryusenji uses the serum stuff on Pulsemon, Leon can hololyze immediately.
Yeah.
So he can.
Yeah.
And I think
he'll just wake up beside him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's where they go with it. And then it's a case of trying to prove to Leon that, look, no, Ryusenji's full of it.
Yeah.
Maybe Dexdorogoromon hasn't happened at this point. Maybe Leon comes back first. And then it's like, oh no, we have to work together here, and the power of friendship, Lugomon's able to break free of the restraints. We get Fenrir, Lugomon, Kazuchi mode, and then Ryusenji goes to prison. But I can't help but feel the end of this month, this story is over. Just for how quickly, like, there wasn't even an episode in between of Ryusenji being like, oh, how can I help, friends?
Yeah.
Thanks to your Digimon linkers, I'm able to be here and help you. And maybe they search, they think like Ryusenji's helping Kosuke search for Saya and Leon or whatever, and then you drop the, oh yeah, she perished long ago, and that's where you end the chapter. Like, you still do the same thing, but then this coming Sunday is where you do everything that happened in this chapter. So you've already set up the...
I do like the cold slap in the face.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It's very different. But it also does make us feel... It does also, again, I said it already, it does also make me think that this story is now on fast forward.
Oh, it is, definitely. But I think this worked out well, the way it's written.
Yeah. Oh, that was the other point I was trying to make. I don't know how much I like it because there was no build up. I don't know if it's a shock that's like, oh, well played, writers. I never saw that coming, or because it's so out of nowhere, it's like it just feels cheap.
No, I
Eh,
think it's I like it. 'Cause we don't have that much interaction with Ryosenji to know what his personality really is like. We just have Eiji's random perspective.
Mm,
A little bit from the past before he was like this. Like before his daughter was killed or before he got all this power and built everything up.
mm.
Before the ego kicked in. We only have little kind of snippets of him from
Yeah,
other people's perspective. We don't actually know him. We've not had a chapter from his perspective.
and maybe that's the bit that bugs me. Maybe that's why this isn't as much as I enjoy this because it's a real. Oh, you're just an asshole.
Mm.
As much as I like that, I I almost would have preferred something where the penny drops for us as well as AG and everyone.
No, I like this.
Yeah, I know, and
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm not saying you're
Yeah.
wrong, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong for
Mm.
you
No,
enjoying the
I think them
presentation.
doing a whole surprise is a good thing
Mm,
because I feel like a lot of things these days have to feed you the answer in things.
mm.
Like they have to be like, no, they show you early on who's the villain.
Oh
So
yeah,
you
no, I'm
know,
not asking for that.
I know, but even
Because like maybe it's the point, maybe it's the thing that I don't like that I was right.
mm,
Maybe I don't like that I sussed this on 1-2.
yeah,
Maybe maybe it's just that. Maybe the shock isn't there because oh god, you could have done anything else.
mm. It's like even like when we were watching Atman,
Yeah.
and you knew that Eugen was what he was,
Yeah.
and but you were like, I didn't think they dropped that in like episode 1,
Yeah. Oh,
and
I
I'm like,
still
yeah,
don't. Yeah, that
yeah,
still bugs me. I was like,
yeah.
surely that was like episode 5. We see
So
the
they made
robot
him
eyes.
sus right away. So the whole time I was expecting him to do something. So when he did, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with how that turned out. How this turned out with Ryosenji. He was just happy old man, bit of a weirdo, and then boom, ice cold fucking
Yeah.
businessman, researcher, whatever.
Mm.
He is the evil scientist.
Yeah. No,
Doesn't have the eyebrows for it, but
yeah, no, I mean there's, and I like that we can sort of disagree on this because
mm,
I think it's better conversation than the two of us just being like, oh yeah, this was really cool. Well, we don't really have much else to talk about in this chapter
mm,
because it really was. He turned up, slapped everyone in the face, and then went, "Hey, Kosuke, you suck,"
mm.
and that was kind of it.
All your efforts were for nothing. Ha.
Yeah, I've known the whole time she was dead.
Yeah.
And
That's cold.
yeah, and from
And
a
the way
parental
he
point of view as well, like
mm,
because he was like Kosuke has been working his whole life towards this goal, and Ryu saying she's just like, nah, what's lost is lost. Like he does not care.
yeah. And like we said before, and I said even before we started,
Mm.
if she died a long, long time ago, he's made his peace with that long ago. But at the same time, makes you wonder, did he care at all?
Well, yeah. Well, sure, because why? Like, clearly he didn't.
Mm,
If he was still willing to let Yulin and Kosuke do all this behind the scenes stuff for him to
mm,
build up to this level. He was happy enough to dangle carrots in front of them,
mm.
especially Kosuke. Kosuke
Yeah.
was much easier of the two. He was a lot more malleable because
Yeah.
Yulin just disconnected from everything and went off to join the coppers.
Yeah. And he even said, well, he doesn't say, but it's kind of from his point of view. It says that they both trusted in him completely because of their history. Like,
Yeah, because
it
they were going to
literally
be
says,
family.
yeah, that's what it says. They were going to be family, and
Yeah.
Yulin trusted in him from like a professional perspective, and didn't think that he'd be putting stuff into the police hardware to be,
Yeah.
putting hidden stuff in the police hardware to be like tracking them and whatnot.
Yeah, because if it's in Yulin's linker, It has to be in Satsuki's. It has to be in Sakurada
Everything.
and the other person's.
Everything, because he supplies the Digipolice with everything.
Exactly.
So
it has to be in all their equipment.
He knows everything that the police know.
Yeah.
Like probably through that, he can probably get into a lot more systems if he has Yulin's clearance on it.
Yeah. And another thing then, like, even before it was kind of revealed that these two had like a working relationship, this was also how you hand-waved how Ryu Senji knew Kosuke was Tartarus. Because he's getting all the information back. But the two of them would have to have a working relationship for him to have the linker in the first place. Because he'd have to supply it to him and the Sons of Chaos, like Marvin and everyone, the same way that he supplies the Digipolice.
Yeah, so because other code crackers have the little the thing that I had.
Yeah,
they build their own little
their docks.
Yeah, the docks. That's the word I was looking for. So they don't have the linkers.
No, but it also I had a theory. I think back in chapter 1, and this episode has kind of proven on that as well. Ryu Senji, I theorized Ryu Senji was hitting the two sides against each other, like the Sons of Chaos and the police, for his own benefit. It was, because again, like as we said, like all the information Eiji was feeding back, and the conversation we've just had about the police and him supplying their equipment, and if he's funding the Sons of Chaos with more of that, from an offshore account in the Bahamas, then he's pitting the two sides for information gathering to let him get to this point. Like he's been this is 20 years of like manipulation, and
it's kind of just like in that game we just played. The government funded something to research something, then set up their own version of it to pit the two against each other to get faster results.
Exactly, yeah. And that's that's what Ryu Senji's done to these ostensibly. It's no, I do. It's a really good chapter, and it's a really good or episode or segment. I still don't know what to call these.
Yeah, they don't feel like chapters. Chapters just feels like the wrong word.
Yeah. Well,
because episodes because they're written.
But... No, but it's also because the way the story is broken up that this is chapter 4, part 8. But this doesn't feel like part. This just feels like episode 51 or chapter 51 of a 60 chapter book or something.
Yeah.
But
I don't have anything else really to say about it except
fuck Ryu Senji.
Fuck Ryu Senji.
Pardon my language. YouTube. Pardon our language, YouTube.
We're far enough into the video now for that not to count.
No.
But I'm interested to see where this goes, and if we're right about the feelings overriding the spyware.
I think that's what I can't imagine that's not what's going to happen. I'm very curious to see what they do.
Yeah, like did Ryu Senji have some kind of failsafe or something like that, but it's also not powerful enough?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or did he just think that, well, I still control them, they'll obey me,
rather than the other's emotions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're in the digital world, which is effectively powered by imagination.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, that I think because they're in the digital world, it'll help overpower it.
Yeah.
The human tools won't be enough.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah.
No, there's no art.
No, there's not. We looked. It's still the same Brigade Ramon pick is still there twice, so they haven't fixed that. And there's no new artwork. Comments. I think we're all caught up on comments from our Digimon Survive final playthrough this past Sunday.
Yeah, if anything else has come in that we're not seeing, we can read them tonight. Maybe before we get started.
Yeah, because it was brought to our attention that there were comments that we had missed, and
Yeah, YouTube does that sometimes. It won't tell you when there's certain comments, and then they just appear 2 days later, like a whole batch of them.
Yeah, but the batch we were shown, I'm like you've been here with me every time we've read these comments out.
Yeah.
And we purposely make a point of going into the hidden from view and the other
Yeah, like
thing.
if YouTube, like sometimes YouTube will hide them, and then also it'll mark them as spam as well as hiding them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go in and we refresh everything, make sure that you haven't accidentally liked the comment beforehand.
Yeah. That's yeah, so
we're so
uncheck.
thorough. We're so thorough with that.
Yeah, like if I go into comments here now. Like these only came in. These comments, there's comments here from 2 days ago. But like
they weren't there earlier though.
But these are all 2 days ago, so it's not like we missed them. They weren't there at time of recording.
Yeah, you guys also have to remember that Seekers is recorded at a different time.
Yeah, Seekers is always recorded in advance of the live shows.
Yeah.
So
if you wrote a comment on Tuesday, we might have recorded on Monday.
Yeah. But yeah, so the last Seekers we did, or if we read comments while we were recording Rumble Arena 2, those wouldn't have been seen today. Or it wouldn't have been seen on time. But yeah, no, but we covered these on the hold on. Actually, we do have comments on Seekers 4-7.
Yeah, okay, we'll go for those then.
Yeah, we'll go for those. So we have a comment from Ali who says, I'm the person who read 4-8. What? The part that, just like the last one, was little to no substance, and once again, just makes me hate entirely most of Chapter 3 being a flashback info dump. Like, if the flashback did not happen, the reaction of the storytelling is, oh, neat, the predictable theory I had was right. Yeah, that's where I am, Ali. That's where I am. Instead of stupid padding because everyone wants to tell him the info off screen. On screen. Oh, well, yeah, about AG. Yeah, just being an idiot and not knowing anything about what conversation Kosuke and him had, yeah. Then, about the Seekers releasing, apparently 4-9 will be coming out tomorrow. Unless this is another guy messing up once again, or Seekers is ending this week, which I'm surprised. No way!
Yeah, tomorrow.
That can't be right. Like, 4-8 just came out, like, this morning. There's no way 4 No, hold on. Let me go and find the Twitter account for... let me go find the Japanese Digimon Twitter account, because the Twitter account will usually say when the next date is. Oh my god, are we... I hope it's not coming out tomorrow.
You haven't used Twitter in so long, it doesn't even come up in the auto search anymore.
No. Yeah. Digimon Webnet. Okay. Holy shit! Chapter 4-9 releasing February 5th.
We're recording tomorrow again?
Yeah?
Double episode.
Oh, wow. Yowie wowie.
Translate post.
Yes, Saya died a long time ago. Chapter 4-9 will release at 7 p.m. on February 5th.
Wow.
It's gonna release... Oh. So, so at time of recording, that hasn't come out yet.
No.
Which means it will come out... God, I gotta break kayfabe here.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta break kayfabe here. We haven't done the final Survive episode yet.
No.
At time of recording.
It is, what time is it now?
It is currently 23:07 on Sunday night.
Yeah.
We are not due to go live with the final Survive Kiwimon hunt for like an hour.
Yeah.
But
so that's coming out tomorrow,
so
which is Monday.
Which means it's going to release overnight. Because Japan's like 12 hours ahead of us or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's going to release overnight. So we're going to have to do it Tuesday morning and have it up obviously after this.
Yeah.
I guess we can just put it up Thursday, just literally the day after.
Yeah, well, we can't really put this up on
Wednesday,
Tuesday, can we?
Well,
And then
no.
put that up on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's a typo because, like, hold on, what is next?
No, it couldn't be.
Wouldn't yeah? No, you
No.
don't mix up February 5th with February 10th.
No.
That's or February 11th. That's
Yeah,
not how
that's
that
not
works.
happening, yeah.
So, oh my God, is it just over? Like,
I hope it's not over.
oh no. Oh, this is the worst possible idea. The final week is going to be like the first week.
Or they release them daily. Oh, I
They're-
don't do that to us.
No. If they release daily, I'm not. I have to veto. We
Yeah.
can't do that again.
No, we can't do it every day. We have too much to do.
Yeah, like every second day, maybe. Like we'll spread them out.
Yeah.
It's not like anyone's reading it anyway. Yeah, it's us and Ali.
Yeah.
Can't imagine it ends on 4/9 because that's a hell of a. But if 4/9 comes out while we're recording Survive and it says 4/10 comes out then February
Yeah.
6th, then that's what happens. It's that, or, and to me this is a bit stupid as well. Maybe because Lunar New Year is next week, they're just kicking the 2 episodes out back to back, and then regular rotation comes back from like February 17th.
Maybe, yeah.
It could be a New Year thing.
Why can't you remember February?
I don't know. But my only answer to that is, my only qualm really with that is why not put it out on the Friday? Why does it have to be the Monday right after?
Yeah. Maybe there's other things on in Japan that we're not aware of.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. Is there any reply to that from them themselves? No. Okay.
I don't get this artwork, but okay. No, that's new
No.
Century News, new Teruimon card. Hold on. Yeah, look, no replies. There's nothing. 58 likes, 16 reposts, but no responses to it.
Yeah.
And because it's Twitter desktop. Oh, hold on. The English version of the announcement. Wait, next part tomorrow? They're rushing. Yeah. So when's Liberator due out then? Like, are they rushing this to the finish to get Liberator out?
Maybe.
Rather than maybe they want to kick Liberator off.
Oh, that's Ali.
Oh,
Wait, next
what?
part tomorrow.
Oh, that is Ali. Yeah.
It's just us and Ali reading.
Yeah,
That's it.
It's just us and Ali reading this story.
Make a Seekers anime, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, and the part 24 of Dreamers is up on the website now.
We don't care about that yet.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, a bit weird.
Yeah, guess we'll find out tomorrow what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, very strange.
Well, thanks for letting us know that, Ali.
Yeah, definitely, because I'd have just seen. I wouldn't have thought to look.
No, we would have just come back next week going, wait, what? It's been out
It's
all
over?
week.
Yeah. So then Yuki commented on this 2 days ago, saying, "Looks
Sorry.
like
I read the end of the comment. My speed reading got ahead of it.
looks like AJ forgot to read some comments for Seekers. Forgetful as always." And there is my Rumble Arena All Stars comments too. We were gonna cover those on the Survive recording that we're doing after this. I hate breaking kayfabe. You can definitely fit Seekers into a live stream and chat there to make it longer. Looking forward to the new stuff. Yay! We're glad. We hope you like the new layout. I'm actually moving into the house next to you two soon. Let's see who actually moves there first. I'm not looking forward to packing all of my stuff though.
Can you imagine? Imagine that's not a lie.
Oh, God. The chaos. The absolute chaos that would ensue.
We would just be talking quietly in our house and something comes through the letterbox and it's a meme of our conversation. Those memes of me and the tree outside your house. That's just Yuki looking in at both of us now.
I'm not making this a 3-person booth.
Then you see Desmond in the background climbing over the fence. It's his turn then.
God damn it.
Oh
my God. So like all of the any of the Rumble Arena and All-Star Rumble comments we were going to cover on Survive. So
we will have covered them by the time you're hearing this.
Yeah, we will have covered them by the time you're hearing this. Oh, yeah, so a few allusions that I made to have already a few allusions that I had made to have already done things this past Sunday were because this wasn't due to go out until Wednesday. And I was trying to keep continuity between the old set and this new set and layout. So
the universe went, nah.
Yeah, then the universe went, hey, no, we gotta break kayfabe to tell you something. You gotta break kayfabe here. So
it's coming out tomorrow, except tomorrow is Monday. But it's Wednesday.
Yeah. So let's see.
What?
Like 1900 in Japan in GMT. So 10 a.m.
10 a.m. tomorrow.
10 a.m. tomorrow.
If we get up early enough, we can record it.
Yeah, we just do it as it just do it as it launches.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll see. Oh boy.
Yeah, but like we better finish this up or
we'll never get to Survive.
We'll never get to Sunday's stream for Wednesday.
Yeah, well, we're an hour and 6, so I think we'll finish here.
Yeah, aside from comments, there's nothing else to read out. There's
no
art, no anything to show off. We showed off this.
I'm just gonna go back and double check that there's no
nothing else on the Seekers.
Yeah. Oh, look, this.
Apparently
now there's a car. Yeah, 4
They
6.
weren't there before.
They were not there 11 days ago. They were not there. Desmond's comment.
No, because Desmond's comment about Kiwimon, that was there already.
That was there already. Yeah.
I remember that one. Because the time we were going through the timestamps and stuff. And
those comments from Ali certainly weren't there on 4-6 last we looked.
Oh my God, okay, this episode is not ending yet. So
no, okay, well we'll cover the Seekers comments here, but everything else we'll cover during Survive because we're playing Survive on fast forward.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
So
unless you want to do these there, just end this episode.
Oh, this won't take long.
Okay.
My Evangelion theme song, says Desmond. Yes, that was my reference. Yes. A cruel goddess Thetismon. I bet the 2 unknown Digimon are Bancho Leomon and Saber Leomon. I will look up Shoto later. No, don't. No. Rude, bold. Stop that. No Shota. No Shota-con on this channel, please. So Ali with the serious comments.
Yeah.
In the halfway point of chapter 4, and this part is the least good one. Like nothing happens except just speaking to each other and exposition.
Yeah.
For the 2 dead mega levels, we can assume it was Gundramon and Metal Seedramon being the only not used Digimon on the Dorumon Sons of Chaos dim. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But my headcanon is 2 heavy Leomon, just to have a Leomon kill count. I love that we're universal on this.
Our whole channel bar one person are like, kill all the Leomon.
Yeah.
They must die.
I mean, you can't be a Leomon who dies if you're not written into the story, right? Anyway. Then I hope Eiji and Yulin just have a moment. The only human characters that Eiji has never really interacted well with. Yeah, this is true. Like, they passed each other in a room and that was it. Then it's weird that the Digimon game Twitter is active. It would help if it was active in the next story game, so it could be better advertised. Yeah, I hope. Like when Next Order was being re-released, the Digimon gaming Twitter like was posting all about it, but they weren't really. Like they mentioned none of like the camping features or the evolution tree stuff or being being able to train up to lock off certain evolutions so you can get specifically what you're looking for. They were just effectively shit posting and like, oh, look how cool it is that you can have two Digimon and now you can run faster. There was nothing about the camping elements or the raising or the training or anything. So I hope they do, get the finger out next time around.
Yeah.
Well, more Gomamon slander with Zikumon's debut, or GQmon's debut, my favorite bird Digimon, and the rest of his new century line. Yeah. Poor Gomamon getting eaten.
Yeah.
About liberation. Neat knowing the names and the next stages. Teromon, his name is cool, while making Armor Digimon less memorable. Then Galemon, my second favorite bird. Wow, he hasn't even done anything yet, and he's got a favorite status. Fair play. I mean, to be fair, I fell in love with Cargo Dramon immediately, so that's like
yeah.
You
saw one flat image and went, "That's my boy."
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Warbot. Then Galemon, my second favorite bird, is soft as hell, man. He feels unique. Like I can go four-legged if he wants. Being Data is neat. Then the shoes being the virus is a surprise. Wonder if they just put shoes everywhere to mark their surroundings. Shushu having a name in Japan meaning choo-choo to make it a nice sound is interesting.
Mice.
Yeah. Oh, so to make it a mice, make it a mice sound is interesting, but falls flat in the translation. Well, we already
it's a shitty translation. Then he's not shoo shoo. Because of the shoe, he's choo choo.
But it's a squirrel. It's not even a mouse, and we have a Chewmon.
Yeah, we do. We have a Choo-Choo-mon as well.
We have a Choo-Choo-mon as well. Yeah, that's why.
Is that Choo-Choo-mon in Japanese as well?
I believe so. Yeah, it's the thing that pilots Damimon.
Yeah, he's got two U's.
Oh, but it's the same thing. It's like he's Choo-Choo-mon because the red one is already called Chewmon.
Yeah.
With also two U's. It's just I think it's just one in the Western territories because. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why it's Shoo-Shoo-mon. It's onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Like, and I enjoy it, but it's a squirrel. It's not even a mouse.
It's an overdesigned Sonic character.
Oh yes, yes. We did. We also said that and agree. I love it though. We'll wonder if the Jellymon look-alike will be a vaccine, especially with how mean his or her partner looks. Then about the humans. For Shoto Kazuma, it's bad. While Shoto means bright, happy, blessed person. So he's a badly blessed.
No, there's a colon there.
Oh.
For Shoto, Kazuma means it's bad.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm too far away to see the colon between.
Would you like my glasses?
No, I'm fine. This is why you're there. You are my glasses.
I'm also not wearing my glasses. But...
Yeah, well then we're both screwed.
I'm closer to the screen. It's okay.
Kazuma for Shoto. Kazuma means it's bad, while Shoto means bright, happy, or blessed. So he's a badly blessed person. If people in his world don't have a Digimon partner, and it's a select few, so having a partner means go save the world, Judy. For Arisa, Kinosaki did not find a meaning, mostly being a place, while Arisa means tranquil, calm, village, or sand, so no clue. But Arisa is also a pun on Arisu, which means squirrel. Like think Pachirisu from Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it's her name is also a pun on squirrel because of her partner. It would have just been a bit too on the nose to call her Arisu. Because has Digimon done that? They have. What was it? Oh God, what part of the franchise was it where their name was basically their Digimon? Mako. They've done that already.
Yeah.
Mako and Mekumon.
Yeah.
Mako. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done that already. So I'm kind of glad they didn't do that again. Um, just gonna say that both the Tamer and Digimon in the card game have the trait of being Liberator. Either it will do the same as Cross Wars, Tyke and his pals become a team Cross Heart. So yeah, that's true. So in Liberator, both are a team that are liberating, or it means that Digimon or Tamers are from a series that comes from Liberator. So a generic card will work for a specific series. Yeah, I think it's gonna feature. I think it's gonna function the same way Cross Heart, Blue Flare, and Twilight do for the Cross Wars side of things. Um, example, characters in Digimon from Cyber Sleuth will have Cyber Sleuth CS trait, but that hasn't happened yet. We have 3 Cyber Sleuth characters. We have Takumi, we have Arata, and we have Nokia, but they don't have a specific Cyber Sleuth trait. So unless now there is rumor we're getting new Cyber Sleuth cards.
Yeah, this is just an example.
Oh, okay.
Ali's come up with. It's not.
Oh,
to
okay.
Do with cards
it's not to do with the cards. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry. I misread.
Yeah.
So just so as an example, say characters from Cyber Sleuth have a Cyber Sleuth trait. Trait.
Yeah.
And say a card like Kyoko's Coffee can remove cards with the Cyber Sleuth trait. Or an Eater card that puts in Cyber Sleuth trait Tamers in its card source. Or am I overthinking this? No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. That feels like it might function similarly to how Spirit Evolution works in the card game. The fact that they made that work at all is hilarious. But then again, they also managed to find a way to turn the Masaru cards into Digimon cards. So, you know, or they have the Tamers attack the Digimon. So, I don't know. I don't believe you're overthinking it, but I get what I get the logic you're coming from. And that's it.
That's it.
That is everything on 4-6.
And we already read Ali's comment on 4-7.
Yeah. Oh, a comment from Ali on the end of my Hacker's Memory playthrough. We'll get to that when we'll do anything related to the video games on the Survive stream.
Yeah.
So guys, we're gonna finish this up here. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, possibly, for Digimon Speakers 4-9.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
Yeah, I'm scared. I really don't want them to spend all of this coming week doing 9 through 12.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be upsetting. They're gonna do it again, aren't they? The first week is gonna mirror the final week, or the final week's gonna mirror the first week.
I hope not.
I hope not. I hope this is a Lunar New Year thing, and they're just getting it out early.
Yeah.
To account for that, and then next week we go back to normal.
Yeah. Hopefully. Right. Well, we'll all find that out tomorrow. You'll already know because this is Wednesday and it'll be out on Monday.
Yeah.
So. Time travel shenanigans.
Stay fresh, everyone. Drink your water. Drink your Digi water, and it is at time of this going live. It is Wednesday, the 7th of February. So join us tonight for episodes 1 and 2 live of Digimon Frontier.
Yeah.
We'll see you all then.
It's first time ever seeing Frontier.
And my first time watching it in Japanese the whole way through. Last time I watched Frontier, it was all in English.
What year was that?
Probably 2007.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't think I've really watched Frontier since then.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, so there's a lot of it I'm not going to remember. I'm basically watching it for the first time.
Nice. I'm not on my own. So tune in, guys.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves, everyone. We'll see you all soon. Much love and good morning.
Bye.
Bye-bye.